gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So NC State's offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Clemson Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got him in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
It's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Makes a man miss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight. And
there he goes.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first down.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's late. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There's a timeout on the field. The snap to the up man. They'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run the option. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Still running at the 40. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space. This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Makes one man miss. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll give it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how...
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Snags it on the right. Here he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Touchdown, NC State! to the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And
they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Working on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Last completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Jones. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Here comes the heat. He snares it in the end zone. The handoff keep working on that clock. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense used. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
He's going to throw deep right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Carter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is caught for a touchdown. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in their own end, but this is something that you train for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big run right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,